Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Morning Coins with John and Chaz. I am John Spalding from GNBC Cuyahoga County, and we have Charles here from Genesee County. Just going to go over our disclaimer first about cryptocurrencies, futures, stocks, and options. Trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Charles?
Absolutely. We're just here to share information. We're not making any recommendations on this, so people have to do their own research, do their own homework before they make that decision to go ahead and do something like that.
Yep, exactly. So, getting into morning coins, you guys, we're going to cover 2 different coins per show. That's our typical rundown. As you can see right here, we'll have an intro and a welcome. We'll do a model and overview. That's where we kind of do an overview of what the show's going to look like. Sometimes we'll have a presenter or a speaker. Other times it'll be just us. And then we'll go into coin 1, and Charles will have a chart. He is our financial advisor here. And so Charles will do a chart for each coin. The purpose of the show is to do a couple things. One is to talk to our G1NBC community about cryptocurrency and get them excited about the potential and possibilities for the future. But 2, it's also to just cover interesting, innovative things that we like in the field and that we think are interesting and bringing them to you. So our first one that we're going to do in just a minute, we'll go over and get to, and Charles will explain that a little bit further, but you can see we'll put our links in the slideshow for all of the coins, and we'll make our slideshow available for everyone to see afterwards, and then we'll get right into the rundown and get going through the show. So that's an intro of what we're going to be doing here. Charles, anything else?
Just simply, we're going to be looking at some technical analysis of price movements on some of the coins and an explanation of what the indicators that we're using, what they mean, and it's something that people could possibly use in their quest to make a profit.
Cool. Yep, that's exactly right. So thanks, Charles, for being here, and thanks for giving that introduction. For everyone else, this is Syndicator, and it's a hybrid intelligence for asset management, taps into the collective AI of... Charles, tell us a little bit of what you like about this coin.
Yeah. Let me tell you why I'm excited about this. There's 2 aspects to this. One is that Syndicator polls 50,000 experts in the crypto community to predict pricing. And what they do is they send indicators out. They're similar to the ones we're going to be looking at today on the charts to get an opinion from these experts. When they get the answers back, they compare those to the actual price movement of the coin, which is Bitcoin in this case, and make an analysis of it. Then they plug it into their artificial intelligence system, which tells them we should try this or do this and for the next time. And they keep refining their responses so they know, 1, what indicator to send out, which is most accurate, and 2, they're getting more accurate price responses. So we're actually tapping into 50,000 experts in this community that know what's going on in the world with just price movements in general and also with Bitcoin. I think that's important because we have all that brain power out there, 50,000 people. I mean, I don't know how you measure how much storage capacity there is in the human brain, but you take that and then you take all that information and you start analyzing it to get better answers. I read today that their accuracy rate at this point is 72%, which I think is pretty phenomenal. And it should get better as time goes by. Okay. So I'm looking at those slides here as well. Yeah, we're looking at 6, which is the 6-month syndicator slide. Okay. So what I did here was I just wanted to look at particular indicator or focus on that indicator, and that is the linear regression channel. And the regression channel measures price ranges and trends, and it does it mathematically. I'm not going to go into the math here with this because it's sort of complex, but it looks at price ranges. And so if you look at this chart, you can see that at one point Syndicator went above that blue area, which is above the what they would call the linear regression line. That's the center point that the mathematics draw in the linear regression channel. And as it went above there, it stayed for a little while, but it came back down. So we were looking at that's probably an outside limit to the prices on this particular coin.
Okay.
And I just lost my slide. Hang on a second. So we'd expect that same thing to happen on the bottom side. Now I have to put one footnote in here, is that in my particular chart here, I've expanded the bottom or the red part of the chart to be a little bit larger, because buying is an important thing that you get a good price. And my plan or my target is that when that price drops below that red line or that red channel, that indicates to me that is a buy opportunity on this particular chart.
Okay.
So you can see the top part where the blue is, and it did actually exceed that blue area.
Right.
It stayed there for a little while, but it did come back down. And so you can call that's one of the outside areas or the upper limits on that. So this is a really good visual picture to look at to see where are we at in this price range. Are we near the top or are we near the bottom?
And where would you say they are right now?
Well, they're getting close to the bottom on that particular chart.
Yeah.
And I guess that brings up, John, a really important aspect of this is that's a 6-month chart. I take a look at the 3-month and the 9-month and the 6-month to see what the trends are. Because it can tell you, if you look at those 3 aspects of the time periods or time frames, what direction that the coin is headed in. So if I looked at this and the 3-month was headed down and the 1 month was headed down, I would be a little bit concerned on the short term that maybe it could go lower.
Gotcha. Okay. Good point. And that's good for people to understand is when you are making those decisions is to anticipate that if you are trading and things like that. For a syndicator, what do you think? Are you hopeful for them? Do we think that they're legit? Do you know anything about their timeline or anything like that?
Well, I think that the company really displays that they have an alternative purpose in life besides just having a coin.
Okay.
They have an underlying technology that actually is functioning and working, and it's out there for people to use, and they will be able to use that to benefit them in their Bitcoin transactions.
And that's their AI tech, right?
Yep, that AI with their polling strategy.
Yep. Okay.
Mixed together, so we got a human and machine technology working here together.
Cool. Gotcha. What's their second? What's the 15-day chart? Can you talk through the 15-day chart for Syndicator?
Yeah. Let's get that up here.
That's slide 7.
On this chart, I used a different indicator, and I used the green or the yellow lines. It looks a little green because it's in the red area, but parabolic SAR is a predictor of price and time-based movements. SAR, it stands for stop and reverse. And
that is the green line that we're seeing.
Yeah, it's sort of a green line. Yeah, it should be yellow, but because it's inside that red area, it turned it a little bit green.
Okay, gotcha.
The one with all the steps in it.
Yeah.
And so it looks like it shoots up way up, and then it steps off, and then shoots down and steps up. Those are step lines. Most indicators of price change and time are reactive. And I guess all of them are to a point, but this is one of the few indicators that I've seen that we can actually get a price prediction or price prediction of movement on it. It's not 100% accurate, but it's very accurate. And I'll just use one example. Is near the middle of the chart. There's you see, I don't know if you can see the volume indicators near the bottom of the chart where they peak up really high, and I can't see the date on that, but that
the 22nd looked like 22nd.
Okay, the parabolic SAR came up to those green candles there, dropped straight down as an indication that the price was going to move up, and in fact, it did move up, and it gave you advance warning.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not always 100%. So if you go over a little bit and see the next series of green candles, you can see it drop down, but the price change didn't actually go up as we thought it would.
Okay.
But, I mean, it is a good predictor. It is accurate a lot of times. Second one here I wanted to cover was at the bottom of the chart. You see those other mountain line, that yellow line at the bottom. On-base volume. And on-base volume, I think, is a good predictor of where things are going to go because it measures the inflow and the outflow of money from a particular investment. It can be a good indicator of price movement. If on-balance volume diverges from the price movement, or what I mean there is that if it goes up and the investment is down, there's a good indicator there that people are still putting money into it and the price is not reflective of what's going on behind the scenes.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Well, that, you guys, is Syndicator, and that is our first coin.
Yes.
So cool. That's how we're going to do it when we're introducing coins. We started with, I'll just give you guys a little bit of a hint on our strategy as I get out of here. We started with kind of some lesser known coins and some coins that are lower on CoinMarketCap.com. We'll bring that up over here. So CoinMarketCap is a very well-known website for crypto tokens, digital assets, and what they do is they list all of the coins imaginable that are out there in the space right now. And as you guys can see here, for those of you who are not in the crypto sphere, you can see that you can basically search for the coin. If you go to the home site, you'll see the major list, but then each coin, they have their market cap, their volume, the circulating supply, the total supply, and then they have links to different things that you can research around each token. And each token's different. Some tokens and currencies have 2-3 websites. They'll have a spot for announcements. You can go and find some Reddit chats or some Discord chats for people that are active in each of the communities and doing stuff. And so it's and then that's where you can also get some of the different charts, the 3-month chart, the year chart, the 7-day chart, to make some of your decisions or to see where coins that you like are at.
Yeah, and an important thing in all this, John, is do your homework. You know,
absolutely.
Everybody wants to make a lot of money in their investments, but unless you do your homework, you're going to end up losing a lot of money.
I can already attest to that. It's not a whole lot, but there's some pieces of homework that I didn't do, and I paid the price.
We all do. We all go through it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a learning experience, but what I would advise people to do is, you know, if you're going to get involved in any kind of investment, take 6 months and read everything you can read about investing money. Don't do it based on a news article. You're going to get hammered. I worked in the brokerage business for many years, and I would get phone calls in the morning based on a Wall Street Journal article that says, I've seen this article about this company's going to do great, and I want to buy some. And I'm like, dude, you are too late.
Right.
Because the prices are already up. Before we even open the market, the prices had moved.
Yep.
Don't do your investment based on a news article. Do it based on sound research.
That's what you did to start. I was talking to you about Bitcoin last year, and you're like, yeah, I'll start looking at it. I'm not going to
Yeah,
do anything right now. And then you did your research, and you were like, oh, okay, I see what's going on over here in this space.
yeah, I'm like an information hog. I just seek, and the internet, when the internet was uh, came about, and we were able to research on the internet. I mean, it's the world's largest library,
Yep.
and now the other part of that is you have to be able to discern between what nonsense is and what good solid information is, and that's the hard part about being on the internet. I tell people, I said there's a really good thing about the internet and a really bad thing. The really good thing is anybody can say what they want. The
Mm-hmm.
really bad thing is anybody or anyone can
Can
say
say
what
what
they
they
want.
want. Right. Well, and that's why all these people are like, I mean, we're starting like family and friend wars over politics and issues now, because everyone has Facebook and everyone shares memes, so everyone knows everyone's politics. Like growing up, my family was always like, you don't talk about religion and you don't talk about politics at the dinner table. Well, now Facebook is the dinner table, and everything's
Yes,
out there, and so we're having good discussions right now, and people are arguing because, like what you said, the internet has allowed us to put everything out there. So
yes,
yeah, so cool. Well, I wanted to say one thing before we go to the next coin. One initiative that we're going to have here with Morning Coins is to start a national association for crypto token enthusiasts. And the main purpose of that association is going to be to argue that cryptocurrencies and crypto tokens are too young and too new to be looked at in the same way as securities. And our mission to start that association is to have a democratically run association with one person, one vote, and our initial thinking is that everybody who wants to be a part of that association gives $1. So you get $1, one person, one vote. You're a member, and we'll do the rest from there. Like, I have a background in organizational development, and Charles has his background in financial planning and analysis. We need other experts, and so this is one takeaway and one broader purpose for Morning Coins, and that's to help promote and facilitate the building of that national association. We have it out there. I wanted to tell the audience about that so you can be aware that that's this show's purpose. However, documentation for that and things like that, it's our idea, it's our mission, it's what we want to do. So we'll have more on that coming up.
yeah. We want to expand on that idea of the blockchain being decentralized and having a decentralized organization that can, make a case for keeping certain individuals or certain groups' hands off.
Right.
They want to grab it for their own control.
That's right. And so there's going to be a lot of misinformation and disinformation in this space. And so I think it's important for us. One of the biggest tools that we have and so for right now, it's going to be a national organization in the United States. Our intention, because we are with the Global One Network Broadcasting Company, is to have it be an international association, and we want to work towards that. But we need to get our national house in order first, and we need to mobilize people that are in this space to stay ahead of the game and keep with the true intentions of what this space is intended for. So we're throwing that out there.
Yep.
All right, so
Let us know if you want to join.
Yes, please do. And we'll have more information in the links below on YouTube and on Facebook on how to get in touch with us if you're interested in that option. Sorry we don't have a slide for that.
We'll have one next time.
Yes. I like it. Thanks for rolling with the punches too, Chaz. I want to call you Charles, but you changed it to Chaz, so I get stuck. All right, guys, this is a fun one. This is Matchpool. It's the coin called Guppy or Gup in CoinMarketCap. It's a matchmaking and social apps on the blockchain. They want to enable the matchmaking economy. It says matchmaking can be applied to every service industry. All human interactions are based on trust. Matchpool allows members to utilize their trust and reputation. So I'm not going to lie, Chaz, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, great. They're going to be the Match.com of blockchain.
They're going to be.
But then when or like FarmersOnly.com. But then when you think about it, you think about the smart contracts in Ethereum, and you think about how we can trade for services, and we can trade coins back and forth, and then Matchpool becomes a little bit more intriguing because you can think about, okay, at GNBC we have needs for editing, or we have needs for creating intro songs for our shows. And right then you think, all right, you're right. If we can apply it to every service industry, companies can outline their services, people can go to those websites and see if they're a match for those services, and you can make the connection through the blockchain and go from there. So I'm assuming that I'm heading in the right direction with Guppy from what I said. What do you think?
Yes, and there's other use cases for it, but you're right. It's a way to bring people together. One of the ones that I struck me was they said it can be used for health care. And one of their quotes on their website is, Matchpool can offer people with health conditions a chance to connect and get diagnosed by medical professionals that can alleviate their symptoms.
Oh, wow.
I can see this acting somewhat like a syndicator where you got 50,000 experts out there, and you can give you the symptoms, and they can give you a diagnosis.
Okay. And you can see on here, right, it says Matchpool can offer people with health conditions a chance to connect and get diagnosed. Recruitment, Matchpool can attract salesmen and agents. Over time, Matchpool will generate clients and provide opportunities for recruiters. Relationships, so this is an interesting value proposition right there.
Yeah. Some of the others that are on that page are charities, artists, and membership clubs.
Okay.
So this is a way to bring people of similar interests together, or to solve problems by contacting other people that are experts in their areas.
Let's check their. We're going to check their roadmap and see if they're on track. Most of these sites and blockchain companies will have a roadmap. So they have a 2018 roadmap. FundOX in March 2018. Ready for apps in February, so that should have already passed. They should be ready.
Yep.
And iOS app in April. The Sunrise Partnership in June, and then Matchmaking Japan in June of 2018. So this year is a big year for them.
Yes.
They got a bunch of stuff going out.
Yeah, again, this is another blockchain technology that has a use. It's not just a coin, but there's other things going on.
Right, exactly, and it can lend itself to different industries and different service areas.
Correct. So it has a pretty broad spectrum of use. I think there's some potential there, and we'll see how that pans out in the long term.
Okay. So for now, let's look at their slide for their 3-month.
Okay, we're looking at number 9, slide 9 here. I just wanted to throw up there the linear regression channel, but I wanted to focus on the on balance volume, which is the yellow line at the bottom. And you can see that it is on an upward slope, which means even though the price seems to be stagnant somewhat, the amount of people investing in it, or the amount of inflow of money, is going up.
Okay. I see. So as that yellow line goes up at the bottom, that's what you're saying. Like the price is a little stagnant, but the money involved in it is going up.
Yeah, that's correct. It's starting the upward. The inflow of money is headed in that direction. So I did not apply any other um, indicators on this one, but I think maybe on the next one I may have done that. But there's a good indication there that we may see some upward price movement.
Okay. Well, let's look at the next one since you mentioned it. This is the candlestick for Guppy.
Yeah. Okay. Number 10. So
Number 10.
again, this is a little smaller piece of the pie here. I zoomed in on this one because I wanted to talk about the actual candlestick on the chart. Those are the things with little bodies with lines pointing out of them. Those are called candlesticks.
Yep.
These are different than your normal chart. I use what they call Heiken Ashi candle. And this candle stick plotting system tries to identify trends and prices. It looks backwards and at current time frames to identify trends. And on this one, you can't use your standard candlestick pattern systems like Doji, Morningstar, or Engulfing. But what this does is it gives me a quick picture of what the trend is on the stock. Now, this happens to be a little bit of shorter term chart that we're looking at, but if you look at a longer term one, it will be a lot more evident of long-term trends. And again, on the bottom of this one is the on-balance volume.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell I like that,
Yep.
but you can see the jump as it starts to ramp up, that it's almost pegged out at the top.
Right.
Well, I'm suspecting that we're going to see some price movement on this on the upward side.
Okay. Okay, Guppy, look at you guys going.
We'll keep track of that one. We'll come back and report on this one next time.
Cool. That sounds good. And we'll have that worked in. I'm going out of here. So those are our 2 coin presentations for today. I wanted to bring up the match pool page just so we can see the current stuff from CoinMarketCap, so you guys can see the current price, 38 cents. And it looks like it did go up a little bit more from your slide,
Okay.
from when your slide was done, and then it went back down a little bit. But so that's where they are.
That's people used to call me in the brokerage business and ask me what the market is doing. I used to tell them it's fluctuating.
Way to cover your bases there.
Yeah,
I would guess that they weren't paying you for advice.
that's correct. Yes. They were looking for freebies.
Yep. All right, so those go through our 2 coins. The last segment of the show is kind of like we'll bring you guys some people that are active in the community. So either we'll have a special guest that's going to come on and talk about one of their coins, or they are the designer or a person involved with the project, and we'll work with them through the introduction. Charles will still go through his charts and things like that. So we might have an episode where we're just focusing on one coin, and that's someone who wants to work with us and wants to be on Morning Coins. And then there might be other people that that we just highlight because we like the work that they do. And so we'll have a segment at the end where either Chaz or myself will introduce someone out in the space, and they'll either come on live or we'll just show you their work. So the person that I wanted to show today is Marquis Dragon. He does some great just live stream videos and other videos relating to cryptocurrency and investing. He has a video game platform, a video game store that he does like game codes and game codes that he delivers to your inbox. But he does some great stuff in cryptocurrency. He has some cool playlists like cryptocurrency mining, trading and investment, the 30-day cryptocurrency challenge. And so he's definitely one that you guys should follow in the space to stay in the loop and stay informed on what's going out there. So shout out to Marquis Dragon. I don't think he knows who we are, but we're giving you a shout out anyway. And I think this is also the time where we talk about how we're going to use product placement to help fund this show. and some of our creative ideas on how to do that. So why don't you start that off, Chaz, and
Okay.
we'll go
Well,
from there.
and we discussed a little bit earlier. I think one idea is that we, from whoever wants to be a sponsor for us or a partner, would send us a hat with their logo on it, and we would, for an X amount of dollars, would wear those hats through the entire show.
Or X amount of coins.
Yes, yes, we'll take coins.
And so I think doing that, product placement, like during the live shows, we can do that. And then sponsors, if you want to be a slide sponsor for the market slides or for any of our coin slides, you can do it that way. And then we, on our Global One Banco LLC site, where this video and others will be housed, you can also take out ads, and we'll trade cryptocurrency for ad space. And at G1NBC, like all of our other websites, the ads run quarterly. The price is per quarter, and really you send an email, the size of your logo, or you send the right logo for the right size and an email address and the proper amount of tokens, and your ad goes up, and you are a sponsor. And we'll have more information on that coming soon. We use Coinbase Commerce for that, and I think that's it.
Yeah, can we show the last slide?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't mean that was it for the show. I meant that was it for that segment.
Okay. Okay. Well, go ahead then, John.
Yeah, no, you're going to talk through it so let me go ahead and bring it up here. So we're going to close. We got a cool cartoon that Chaz put in there, and we're going to bring it up. I got to just get it on full screen so everyone can see it. So go ahead.
All right, so this is an exercise in lesson in logic. Mommy dog talking to the puppy dog. Look, you had 5 bones, right? Your friend Zuki comes over, stays a while, then leaves. Now you have 4 bones, right? You don't have to be a lassie to figure this one out. So what I'm getting at there is, people, be aware. Don't accept everybody's explanation for things not happening the way they said they were going to happen, because I've seen a lot of that. We know that on the crypto market, there are people out there taking people's money and running away. And just be aware. Be accountable to yourself, I guess is the question. So don't let Zuki run off with your bones.
There you go. I think we'll leave it there. Chaz, thanks so much, man. This is a great show. I appreciate the work that you did to help us get to our pilot episode. And thanks to all of you on G1NBC Live for tuning in. Joe, definitely thanks for watching. And I think Anthony was in there for a little bit. We appreciate that. And for those of you catching it on the restream, just check us out at Global One Banco LLC, and also on G1NBC Cuyahoga County and G1NBC Genesee County. And we will be broadcasting here on Facebook on G1NBC Live for future editions of Morning Coins. Oh, I think the last thing we'll say is Morning Coins is going to go as fast or as slow as our community wants it to. So if this is going and things are ramping up, Charles and I are going to dedicate as much time as needed to starting the National Association for Enthusiasts and getting you guys the information that you want for Morning Coins. So with that, thanks everyone for being here.
Yes, thank you all.
We hope you enjoyed our first episode of Morning Coins with John and Chaz. And remember, it's morning somewhere.
It is, but not here.
In the cryptocurrency field, it's a 24/7 gig. It's morning somewhere.
No one ever sleeps in the cryptocurrency market.
All right, everyone, thanks for being here, and we will see you again soon.
Have a good day.